Hello, everybody. I am late. It's my fault. I'm just so busy at work, it's ridiculous. Shit. Where am I here? GC. There's GC. Let me fix this chat. Anyway, sorry, man. I'm just so busy at work. It's ridiculous, and now I'm late. And I missed some good trades. Jesus. Good trade possibilities, I should say. GC. All right. Yep. I missed some good trade possibilities, especially in gold. God dang. Especially in gold. God dang. News at 10? Is there news at 10? I don't have any news at 10. I don't have any news at 10. Morning. Sorry about that. Man, I didn't even get this thing set up to go live, let alone, I whipped this live out in like 3 minutes. It was amazing. So I had a conference call this morning. It started at like 7:45. And it ran to before I even realized it, I looked at the clock and I'm like, holy shit, it's 20 minutes to 10. Shit. Anyway, so has anybody made any money? All I know is I looked at gold, and there was definitely some opportunities in gold to make money today. So far, some places where they would have trapped me too, and I would have lost money. But there's definitely some places I would have made some money. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't have any news at 10. Good job, David. Excellent. Yeah, gold has definitely been playing the static lines today. There's no doubt about it. Gold has definitely been reacting to the static lines today. Yeah, it's interesting you say that, David, because I was sitting here and I looked and the ES just went insane before the market even opened, and so did the NQ. But the RTY and the YM were just flat, and I was like, "What the hell? What the hell's going on?" Damn it, man! All right. So I'm sorry I'm late, but just way out of sorts. Man, I have not been this busy housing wise since the scamdemic. It's crazy. It's truly crazy. I figured out I did the math today. That was part of the conference call. I have up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have up to 8 houses I got to get started between January and February. 8 houses. That doesn't include others I got to do in March and April. I've got 8 houses to start in January and February. Insane. I normally only build about 20 a year, between 16 to 20. All right, so let's see here. What do we got going on? Let me get my bearings. Here. Sorry about that. Good morning, Bruce. It is what you get for being good at what you do. It is what you get for being good at what you do. It is. And being honest when you're doing it. That, this industry, this housing industry is just littered with a lot of bad actors. Let's put it that way. A lot of bad actors. Damn gold. All right, so maybe gold. Maybe gold is going to be something to look at. Let me pull this over. So let me, while I'm doing that, let me pull this over so I can still see it. So gold has been playing these lines today. So we had the old 1, 2, 3 that we're used to. Never gave a retest to go here, and then it got caught up in nothingness here. Then it ran to here and ran right back through and then down to here. So, oh shit, it might be. God damn it. I wasn't paying attention. There was a short setup right there. God dang it. Fuck. Now I'm too late. I'm not chasing it. Hold on here. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, I missed it. There was a short setup right there. I was showing the chart. This candle right here, the bottom of it, there it is. I don't know if anybody caught that. Me freaking blabbing my mouth. And then they did the rotation from here back to here. So the rotation back down to here would not surprise me. God dang it. There she goes. Look at that. Oh, fuck. Shit. Yeah, the YM did have a short set. It's not working. It's not working, but it may work. It hasn't given up yet. So on the YM, I'd be protecting the top of this candle right here as my stop. As my stop, I'd be protecting the top of this candle because we've already broken through the bottom of it. So my stop would be right here. Go, 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 go. Come on, YM, roll over. The RTY is rolling over. So, the YM, be nice if it went along with it. Come on. Come on, R2. Come on, YM. Go. Go, 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 go. Come on, YM. Now, if this candle breaks the bottom of this candle, then I'd be moving my stop down here. And your target should be hopefully at least to here, to this bottom. Oh, see, God dang it. Well, you're still defending this candle right here. No, you're not defending that one. You're defending this one. Is this going to roll up? This is an ugly situation. Yeah, that's gone. That is gone. That is gone. It's going to take a while for that to reset. Look at that look at that RT. Look at that gold situation there. God dang. Oh, sorry. Sorry. See, that's what I'm saying. I started this thing, so I didn't even, yeah, sorry about that. There. There. Pictures moved over. Pictures moved over. Sorry about that. Well, I don't know that gold is wild, man. It's doing what it's doing what I said. It's going from line to line. It's this literally this rejection right here should be going to here. That's a pretty large trade if you did it, man. Holy shit, that's almost $1,000. Oh man. Yeah, Ivan, have you ever traded silver? Yeah, wait for 1117, Trader Joe. Exactly. Maybe now Trader Joe to scare everybody, we should wait for 1117 every other day. Every other day. Yeah, there goes gold. It did it. It rolled right through that freaking territory. So it's literally going from line to line. Literally going from line to line. I missed this freaking trade here talking about what happened to the left. It's a beautiful setup, especially when they reached way up above the line and then came back. So they took this candle right here, this one, and blew through the top of it, then came back down below it. What a setup. Yeah. Silver. I've actually traded silver before. Shoo. That can get really scary. But I bet the silver market's been on fire lately. I bet it has. I bet the silver market has been on fire lately. Now we're stuck. Now I'm stuck. See, we broke this pivot here. Gotten below it, but I don't want to go down because we didn't create space and then retest. Man, gold, you are starting to make me think. Okay, it's rolling down. If it rolls back up, I'm going to take the long in gold. Ah, no, it's not gonna. All right. So what they did there, see what they did is they trapped the longs right there because they broke it through the top, then ran it down. But why did we not take that trade? Because it broke this pivot here. Because it broke this pivot here is why we didn't take that long, at least not immediately. If it blew down and then back up, then they're doing a head fake one way, then going the other. But that's not what happened. They blew right through there on purpose, this candle, and then rolled it down. And our sign was that this pivot right here was broken. Does that make sense? Now, what I want gold to do is go down like it's doing now, create space, come back and retest the bottom of the low and then go. That's what I want. That's what I want us to look for. But we stayed out of this trade here that would have lost us money because of this pivot right here was broken on the downside. Now there it goes again. Jesus. It's not giving me space. Boy, gold's acting crazy today. Come on, gold. Are you going to run up now? Yep, there it goes. Second attempt. So they stole the money of the longs here, went down, and then came back up, and now they're going to run it up. What they did here with these two candles is what I was hoping they were going to do in this candle. which was pop their head through, roll down, and then roll back up in the same candle. Because if they had done that, then they're slingshotting it back after cleaning out the stops. Jesus. All right, well, I missed the boat. I'm not worried about it. Give me 1 second. I literally have been on the phone since 7:45, and so I haven't had any refresh on my coffee. So I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Jeez, there's no RTY trade. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Unless you're thinking about maybe no, there's no trade. There's no trade. Look at that gold. This dog is probably going to go right back to there again. Isn't that freaking scary? God dang. It's just going from zone to zone, back and forth. That's probably what it's going to do. $800. Okay. I've been craving that coffee for about an hour. Jesus. I even had to microwave it because my pot had turned off. I'm with you, Jim. You know what's funny about this? I was on a conference call all morning, and let me tell you something. Gold gave some freaking money today. God damn. And then I was talking to everybody and missed this trade right here. I was explaining what gold had done earlier, and then this trade happened right there. God dang it. Ah. And there it goes. Oh, crap. I'm going to tell you something, Jim. If you remove Ohio State from the picture, I think Notre Dame's the best team in the country. What you better find them. They're right here. They just ran by the back of the house. So the RTY took off, counter trading the situation that the YM is in, and the NQ and the ES. Very unpredictable. Yeah, we'll see. That's for sure. Don't take your gold money and bet on OU. Yeah, RTY is just running for what reason? I don't know. It's not predictable based on where the YM was. All right, what we need gold to do now is come up here, cross over, and sit on top of these lines, and then go back to here, and then we can all count our money with Jim. Yeah, the defense is good. Yeah, but I have the best running back in the country, hands down. Yeah. Actually, and I have the second best running back in the country, hands down. It's pretty scary. And I have a pretty good offensive line. Come on. All right, we need gold. We need gold to rotate and sit on top and then have us take it back up to here. That's what we need. I'll be honest with you, Trader Joe, about the Ducks. They've impressed me that they have beefed up their lines. That's always been their nemesis is their line, their defensive line and their offensive line have never been able to go east of the Mississippi and play football. But they have beefed up their lines now. They definitely look like a better football team. That's exactly why USC sucks. I mean, USC can recruit all the athletes that they want, but until they fix their defensive line and their offensive line, they will always be the gum on the bottom of the shoes of Notre Dame. Come on. Man, the NQ is literally doing nothing. I don't know if any of you are looking at the NQ, but I mean, it's just sitting there in complete mud. Because it's the second time. 1, 2. This is the second time that we've come and tested this in a recent time frame. See, the likelihood is it's gonna go long. And the other thing is it walked its way there. Let me get to that point too, Sarah. It also walked its way. See, this one ran here. This one walked here. This one, see how it walked? It didn't run here. You really want it, if it's going to be not your first time, even your first time, you want it to be like this. See how it ran here and then rejected? You really want it to run. So you want it to take a lot of space and run and then reject. If it walks, you're in trouble. Unless it's a crossover. Now, a crossover retest is different. Crossover retest is totally different. What you want it to do is create space. If we have one, I'll show it. Well, this would have been it if these would have gone down about 2 more ticks. That would have been it. So cross to overprice, sit on top, then go. I don't know what the hell's going on with the RTY. I mean, it is just gone. No, nothing tradable either. I mean, it's just gone. It has no pullback, no nothing. Yeah, the RTY is it's just some news came out. Somebody probably invented a new COVID drug that they're going to get the government to fund. And for the next pandemic. What am I thinking about here? Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, RTY is gone. I should have taken this trade right here. All right. Maybe the RTY is going to set up something now. So see, the RTY just shot. I mean, there's nothing tradable here. Maybe we can get a 1-minute gold line. Maybe we can get something. Let's just kind of glance at it here. That move is just crazy. It went through the prior day high and everything. And the funny part is, I'm looking over at the NQ. It has done nothing. It's literally just sitting there going straight. Like it's flatlining. All right, here we go. Possibilities. I would prefer it to come down here. Truth be known, I'd prefer it to come down here. Oh, Jesus. All right. Yep. All right. Well, we are coming down here. Let's go. What's going on now? Keep looking. Well, now I want it to come all the way down here to this bottom line. So we got 3 lines together, which I don't like that. But if we're going to do that, we want it to go to the bottom one now. We want it to go to the bottom one. Come on. Go to the bottom one. Don't rotate up from here, damn it. Well, all right, hold on. Patience. Patience. Go to the bottom one. Go to the bottom one. Damn it. It's gone. That doesn't mean crap, Sarah. It's that overnight open. It literally, you go back and look at your overnight open, it went through it by 1 tick. It was the overnight open. 1 tick. That fall went through by 1 tick. Stay below this pivot. If gold stays below this pivot, I'm going to look for it to rotate down for a short. I want it to stay below this pivot right here with this candle. Look at that RTY, you freaking dog. Just absolutely insane. Okay, now roll down. Not up, roll down. Come on. Come on, gold. All right, it broke that pivot. Forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it. It broke this pivot right here. So now I'm not looking for shorts. Did anybody take that RTY trade? Yeah, it broke the pivot. Exactly. So now what I want gold to do is I want it to just sit here for a minute. I want it to sit here and then roll back down, and then we'll take the long to the original place I was talking about, which was here. Well, it's not going to sit there, is it? Yeah, I just froze on that RTY like an idiot. Good job. Good job on that RTY. Come on, gold. Okay, it's broken both pivots now. It's broken both pivots to the left. So come back down. Come back down now. When it gets on top of a static line, you should always anticipate that they're going to come and test it. And gold is proving today that it's just playing these freaking static lines. Now, it did bounce off this red line right here. I will give you credit there. YM just ran into the overnight open, and that's why RTY just got punched in the head. Come on. Come on, gold. There you go. All right, now sit. Sit, 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 sit. Sit. We've broken a couple pivots. We have a 1 minute gold line because we had a crossover. I would prefer it to hit these lines too, not just the 1 minute gold line. That's my hope. At least hit one of those lines. But it is a 1 minute gold line setup. It just did it. All right, well, I'm in the 1 minute gold line. Go, go, go. All right. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Go. There you go. Now go. Now go. There you go. Let's go. Now go to my target. Let's go. Let's keep going. There we go. We broke both these pivots to our left, if you notice that. And then we had a crossover 1 minute gold line. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Go, go, go. This is what happens in holiday trading. Run out of gas. Come on, go. There you go. Now go. Okay, go, 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 go. Go. Oh, it hit my Donchian channel. Hit my Donchian channel. Let's go back up a little more. I'm going to go up. Don't roll over on me. You hit the Donchian channel and stop. Don't do that. Come on. Let's go through that Donchian channel, damn it. Come on. Come on. There you go. Come on. Oh, come on. Long. There you go. Break that pivot. Come on. Long. 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 Come on. Oh my God. Break that pivot to the long side. Let's go. Buyers, 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 buyers. Where are the buyers? Come on. There you go. Let's go. Come on. Break that pivot. Let's go. Oh my God. It got punched in the face right there. I'm going to move my stop up here. It got punched in the face right at the top. Yep. All right. Well, I cleared my goal for the week. I cleared my goal for the week. Well, that sucks. Did anybody take anything else? Oh, good job, David. Excellent, David. There you go, buddy. And exactly, walk away. Excellent, David. Excellent, 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 excellent. Excellent. Don't you feel good, David, when you can kind of see things, recognize it, kind of get an idea what they're trying to do? Now, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to point this out. So this scenario right here should have run to there. But I mean, it's going to get harder and harder and harder for those things to happen as we get closer and closer and closer to Christmas. I mean, it's just still in RTY. Awesome. That was actually the trade I was going to take if this gold one hadn't set up, was the RTY one. Of course, the RTY one worked better than the gold one because I wasn't in it. Thank you, David. Yeah, excellent, David. Now just visualize getting better at this, and then and growing to being a trader like Jim, who's just killing it. My goal next year, and I'm going to talk to you about it, Jim, here soon. You and I are going to talk. But my goal next year is to really like take my scars that I have, push them aside, and make myself the trader that I really want to be, which is the guy who takes this to this, the guy who takes this to this. That's the guy I want to be. Okay, and I'm going to do that. Because it's all there for me right now. I see it. I recognize it. I know it. That's going to be me. That will be me come next year. Right now, I just want to get past the holidays and get back into good trading time frames again. Right now, it's just not good trading time frames. But, I mean, trading's still good. It's still working. I'm still making money. Just I don't want to defeat my my confidence by trying to stretch into things that I'm not ready for. Don't think, just do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, we have a saying here in the South, Jim. That's also what you say right before your parents are calling the funeral home. Well, gold may give us that rotation back now. I mean, we may get this rotation back to these lines. Because remember when this 1 minute gold line set up that I took right here, we hadn't cleaned out these lines yet. That was the one hesitation I had of even taking that trade, was that we had not cleaned out the top of these prior day close overnight open lines yet. And that should be what takes it, honestly, from here to here. I was just trying to be aggressive and hope I could get there from a 1 minute gold line trade. It just didn't happen. Excuse me. Oh. Man, the YM is just, why I haven't gone back to the equities is the YM is just stuck. Just stuck at the overnight open. ES is at the overnight open. It's not stuck there. It's just recently arrived there. The NQ is heading there. The only one that really was moving or has been moving recently is the RTY. So something unusual must have happened in some sector that the S&P, small caps are running for some reason right now. But, David, if David's still here, it's nice, isn't it, to turn your computer off, have a positive P&L, feel confident that tomorrow you can start doing it again. Yeah, no problem, David. Have a good day. Yeah, Bob needs to be in the office too. This Bob right here. I need to be in the office. My office is right here, but man, I am so busy. I am so busy. I was kind of hoping for a lackadaisical holidays, but I am busy. Yeah, David. I think David made all that money in gold today. I think he did. I know he got that last bid in gold. Frustrating. My gold trade went right to the Donchian Channel and rolled over. I knew the Donchian Channel was going to be resistance. I was just hoping we'd get through it. No problem, Buck. Listen, man. I enjoy showing you guys what I see when I look at a market. And trading itself is a lonely business. I've said that before. And all the traders I used to deal with back 10 plus years ago, I mean, they've all since passed. I was definitely the young buck back then. And so when I got kind of back into this, it's like, man, it's kind of boring, and any other, not having any real sense of community. And when I was prop firm trading, what I noticed more than anything from that was that I didn't take it seriously, like I really didn't, again, I've said this before, but not to belittle things, but I mean, excuse me for some French here, but I don't give a fuck about $30 for an evaluation account. Doesn't mean anything to me. $30 doesn't mean shit to me. I've got right here probably about $4.5 million in houses I have to build. Do you think $30 means anything? So I wasn't taking the stuff seriously. And so putting this stuff on YouTube and all that stuff kind of made me take my head out of my ass and be more responsible in trading so that I could sharpen my skills instead of having a positive P&L because I, got lucky when I bought into a bunch of losing trades and it turned profitable and I made money. That's not a long-term trading strategy. That's a short-term one. And so, I get a lot out of starting this. I mean, I am a much better trader today purely by the fact that I started that YouTube channel. So I get it on the reverse to me. And then I get to see people like Jim and Orville and David and Bruce and Thomas and guys like that, evolving themselves and some of them far more evolved than me. And it just helps me even more mentally that there's more out there for me to capitalize on in this trading strategy. And so, I mean, it's because I think the strategy is great. I think price action is the way to go. I mean, price action is the way to go. All these stupid oscillators and, whatever you want to call it, they're all great after the fact. Oh, see, this oscillator said here we're oversold. Look what happened to price. Yeah, well, the reason it said that is because price went there. When you start recognizing those things, that those prophecies, self-fulfilling prophecies, are just that. They're just self-fulfilling prophecies. Try to trade off of it and, watch what happens. It leads to hopium. And hopium leads to short-term profits, long-term losses. Jim can talk about that. Jim can tell you all about short-term profits and long-term losses. I can attest to that. There's probably several other traders in here. Probably Thomas could attest to that. I mean, there's probably a lot of people that watch these YouTube videos that can attest to what I just said. Short-term profits and long-term losses. I mean, I always had, when I was using other things that people were selling me to use and stuff. I mean, I was always making a little bit of money here and there, get excited, and then I'd lose it all. And then you start realizing, in certain cases that, holy shit, whatever. This is what caused me to do this bad trade and that bad trade, or the process was just so damn complicated. Don't get me wrong. What I'm doing here is not simple, but there's not a lot to learn to have it be simple. It's not simple what I'm doing. I get that. But there are pieces of my strategy that I can teach you that are real simple to make you a profitable trader. You just have to be disciplined to do just those things and then learn the others over time. I've said it a million times. The ES 1 minute gold line trade, crossover, retest with a new recent high, boom, gone. That is, you want to pass a test, you want to get paid from a prop firm, just learn that trade and F everything else for now. And then learn the static lines, then learn the 5 minute red line, and then evolve to even what Jim does now, which is looking at the pivots within the price action. But those are things I don't like the 5 minute gold line and the pivots within the price action that I have talked about several times in these live streams. I don't go in detail on it because I don't want your brain to blow up in the process of just learning how to enter good trades. Yeah, I was looking at that, Jim. What you might be getting here is a little W pattern that might make that even better. From your rotation down, up, and then down again, and then you see, and then the up. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm going to look at that. Where am I here? There we go. I'm in. Well, I didn't get filled yet. See so that's the problem right there. Hold on, let me delete this. That's the problem. Great call, Jim. I hope you're in it. That's the problem with TradeSaver. Is if the trade is really, really good, sometimes it'll skip your price, and I'm not in that trade right there. So what was Jim calling out? I'm going to tell you what Jim was calling out. He was calling out that we ran down, went to the red line, crossed up, sat back on top of it with a sequence of candles down, and then boom, there's your W pattern. Yeah, I got lazy and used my TradeSaver. I should have done it manually, and I wouldn't have missed it. But that is a great trade. And you guys all saw it. My TradeSaver got jumped. I should not have done that on that trade. I've said it before in this room. I do trade a lot of trades manually, and there was plenty of time for me to trade that manually. and to avoid potentially missing the entry. That's a beautiful trade right there. Now this setup right here, because now we're on top of this line, this should rotate to here, back to the prior day's open. That's where the rotation should go. And I, fucking missed it because my saber got jumped. Once it gets jumped and it goes a certain amount, I don't want it to come back and take me in because it may be flushing. So that's why I just killed the trade. God dang it. But again, what's more important, again, I'm going to say it, than the profit of that trade is the fact that I can recognize it, and or Jim recognized it. I mean, it was just so clear of a setup. So you got your pivots. This was your pivot low here. You rotated up and you sat on top of everything again, and you did it from a higher pivot right here. You had your rotation up, and you had candles in sequence down, and then your rotation back up. And it all started with a pretty deliberate move to here. That's the first part. Got to have a deliberate move here, run up, then they clean out the stops, and then they bring it to where they wanted to bring it. And that's what's going to happen. Now it's sitting on top of the 9, and the 9 should push it all the way back up to here. And those are the trades right there that I plan on next year making my trades. Meaning next year, my goal is to be taking that trade and taking it to that target, not getting into these micro rotations where I get, like $300. I want these trades to be like this one here for Jim per contract at 35 to 41 is at least $600 per contract. And this 9 EMA now is going to be his friend. It's going to hopefully push price long. And that's my goal next year. Is to quit looking for and by the way, so let's talk about this. Why are you so confident about that, Bob? Well, let's go over here and look. It gave you the sign, the same sign it gave before. Here's the pivot. Okay, watch this. Here's the pivot that rotated it down here. Okay, here, this pivot right here. Let's talk about this. These are the things that Jim's looking at. So here's the pivot that rotated this down here. Okay, when we came up and down, you had a new pivot that you had to break in your W pattern. You had this one, which we blew right through it. And then this broke this by a tick. And that was the rotation back to the 9. And now it's become support. And boom. That's it. That's what you need. You need this to blow through and break whatever pivot rotated it to here. And then it let it sit on top of the 9. And when it sits on top of the 9, because you broke this pivot with this candle, that's your sign that 9 is going to hold and push. I mean, it's just right there. Look to your left. You see what your future is. But I try not to get that deep with people out of the gate because they're going to get lost. There's simpler ways to make money, which is this trade right here. Crossover, broke the pivot, retest, gone. That's a simpler trade to understand. To get out of the gate and get you profitable and get you making money. Did I sum that up pretty good, Jim? Now you should have your stop, whoever would be in this trade, below this candle because that's your new pivot. You're not following the back of the candles. You're following the back of the pivots. You can, right. Yep. And that's it. And that's how you take a trade that, you might make $200 on and turn it into a $700 or $800 trade. Or like you alluded to, Kobe, is where you might add another contract. In today's market, being December and stuff, I don't know that I'd be so aggressive in that kind of stuff. But anyways, that's it. And this exact scenario right here is exactly what I walked everybody through in here on the ES for 15 points a few days ago. And then the NQ turned around and did the same damn thing 2 days later. And look at it go. See this? Look at it. And I got jumped by my trade saver, which is why I'm not in it. Now you've broken this pivot here. So gold is either going to run straight up there or it's going to come back and look for support. And Jim's, there you go. Boom, you're done. There you go. And what's the other thing that I told you guys? I told you when you do these trades, it's the last part that it runs. It doesn't walk anymore. You got to get through this bullshit and the last legs run. There you go. Now, take that lesson, do what you want with it, but that's how you make money trading. That's it. Good call, Jim. Loved it. I got jumped. My order didn't get filled. It's my fault. I could have my trade saver settings on market, but I get nervous with market because, my candles that I enter on sometimes are very large. They just run. Yeah, I hope you see that. So it was a red line trade off of a recent high. It was a red line trade, but what they did is they didn't do the run until they cleaned out some of the stops. And then they did the run. And that's where you get that W pattern. And then, And I said to everybody, when this thing blew up, I said, it's going to here. That's exactly what they were doing. Yeah, excellent, Thomas. Exactly. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Thumper. I mean, listen, Jim will tell you, I'll tell you, Jim will tell you, there are days that you just get punched in the face. I think I got punched in the face twice on, I think it was Monday in gold, where the setups did exactly, where they came right to these lines, ran up, and then slammed back through the bottom. And I got hammered twice, back to back. And I just, dusted off. I was like $300 in the hole. And then I just turned around and wink, 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 bam, 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 bam. Got my money back and ended up for like $400 that day. I ended up making the money in the NQ. But anyways, there you go. So that little scenario right here is great for you guys to see. Oh, yeah. Monday. Jim, I got punched in the face twice Monday on static line trades. The damn things went and then straight back and slammed me down. Yeah, exactly. See, there you go. So Jim lost $3,000 on Monday. That's exactly right. I mean, and by the way, Jim, to go back to that point, my $300 that I was down, I ended up getting it back in the NQ. The NQ did a static line trade that I went win, 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 bam, and I got like $600 out of it, got my money back plus like $300. And then boom, I was like done. Yeah. Listen, man, small losses don't hurt. Small losses don't hurt. Now look at this shit with gold. Now I didn't take this trade because I mean we are just abusing these lines today. We are abusing these lines in gold today. But look at that. We are just abusing these lines. Whereas Monday, I was trading those lines and getting punched in the face. So, anyways, I'm gonna end the stream early if you guys don't mind, because I just have so much shit to do, and I have hit my goal for the week, so I'm excited about that, and I'm excited you're back, Jim. Good to see you back. Glad you made some money today. If you guys could just hit the like button before you leave. Hell, me walking you through this with the assistance of Jim recognizing it for me because I wasn't paying attention. Me walking you through this, that should be worth a like right there. Yeah, yeah. You're correct, Jim. All right, so I'm going to let everybody go. Hit the like button for me. That'd be nice. Kind of helps my mental state. Amelia, I have to. I'm so far behind. I started the stream late today. If I don't catch up, I won't even be able to stream tomorrow. Anyways, everybody have a good day. And hey, by the way, for those of you, go back. One of the things, let me tell you something before we go away, if you're still here. Go back and look at the charts like yesterday. Go back and look. And just because I'm signing off right now, you'll probably go back and recognize in the NQ, I think pretty much the NQ for sure, and the YM. Yesterday, for example, there were some amazing setups in the afternoon to make some really good money. Some amazing setups. So, just because I'm walking away doesn't mean that there aren't going to be some great setups for you to potentially take and maybe trade them in with micros just to kind of build your confidence and make some money. You don't have to risk, a bunch of money to practice. You throw a micro on there, it still gives you the anxiety that you're trading, but you're not risking any money really. You know what I mean? So for those of you that want to keep practicing and stuff, that's what I would suggest. All right. Everybody have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.